It's a world of laughter, a world of cheers. It's a world of hopes and a world of...
Today we're doing video diary in the Harry Potter queue line, so you can see Hogwarts going out behind me. We are now coming out into her body labs and the earrings stuck up. We've just done a Dragon Challenge. We did Universal this morning. Busyness and to do with the queues. So yes, we've done Universal, we've done all of the stuff there. Mini Mayhem may have a walkthrough later, so we're going to check that before we go home. And we are now queuing for Harry Potter, which is something we're not particularly accustomed to this fortnight, but hey ho, you can't have it all the time. No idea how long we're going to be, probably 40 minutes, but it's worth it.
Hello, we are queuing for Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. Quite a long queue, but we've got Skittles, so hurrah. Good night.
Piece to camera, talk, film.
I'm filming, hello. Here we have moving. Louise has a way of coming next year with it.
Hello to you, Video Diaries. I had done a fantastic clip with Mark weaving and bobbing behind me on the conveyor on the way out of Universal. However, iMovie didn't save it.
Lesbian.
Yes, basically. Imagine Mark like weaving behind my head like a giddy kipper whilst I do this. Because I'm not going to superimpose it because I can't. We made good use of the single riders. I'm a single riders line in both parks. Islands of Adventure, where we did the Harry Potter Forbidden Journey twice in under 1 queue time, and we did Hulk twice in under 1 queue time. I did quite a not noble thing, but one thing that really grinds my gears is queue jumpers, because they should be shot. And we've been in the single riders queue for not very long. There was a 45-minute normal queue, and we've been in single riders for about 15 minutes. And we'd got through the point where kind of the three queues become incredibly distinct and they come together. And this woman was with her 2 children, and she decided that whilst no one was looking, that her and her 2 kids would step under the railing into the normal queue line and then just join that, thus making their queue time incredibly short and cutting the queue. And I, before I could really stop myself, just went, hey, hey! They looked and I just went, no. And much to my surprise, they got back in the single riders line and stayed there. And as it turned out, their daughter went on one bookshelf bench, and her and her son went in the very next one, and then Mark and I went together on the next one after that. So all in all, it wasn't worth her trying to push in. I'm really surprised she did as I commanded. I'll have to try that more often. I said to Mark I must have had my mother's face on. Here comes the sign for the Gaylord Centre. Don't know if you'll see it. Maybe you saw that, I don't know, but it makes us giggle. Popped into the funky surfing shop, had a jolly old chat with Kirsten, whoever she is, and decided to buy the Oakley rucksack that I'd been coveting like a covetous old sinner for the last year. and Mark got some love for his My Homies from the Street, Sesame Street t-shirt. Yes, so all in all, a very, very pleasing final complete day here in Universal Orlando, Florida. Yeah, so now to Supertage, then to Denny's for a final dinner, and then the P word, and then bed. Boo. Me again. Marcia has protested that I missed one very important fact out of that video diary clip, and that is that on both times when we went on the single riders queue, we both got to sit together on exactly the same ride. I call it queue karma, for hauling and stopping those people from queue jumping, and clearly they had queue karma from obeying. So yes, on that note, bye.